I'm Keir from Gallifrey Public Radio, a Doctor Who fandom podcast and part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other interesting geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Talk hard and enjoy the mindgasm. The Intellectual Podcast starts now.
Hello and welcome to Season 7 of the Intellectual Podcast. I'm your host, David S. Dawson. Thank you once again for joining us into a whole new year of content here at the Intellectual. It's been my pleasure for the better part of the past decade now, bringing you content on this show that covers pretty much all things creative, but mostly focuses on filmmaking, acting, writing, directing, that sort of thing. And I have to say it, this show has done so much for me in terms of expanding my knowledge, making me more comfortable around other filmmakers, making me more comfortable just around people in general. And I have to thank all of you who've been listening to this show for so long for your support and your encouragement and sometimes your guidance and your mentoring. It's meant the world to me, and I want to continue this going forward as much as possible. I will be taking my first foray this year into something of a new realm of this creative life, as I have accepted a role in a feature film called Kung Fu Ghost from director Jennifer Linch. And this episode is an interview with Jennifer and a number of the cast and crew of this film. And it's a lot of fun. We had Jennifer on the show years ago. I think 4 years ago now we had Jennifer Linch on, and it's great catching up with her. It's been a lot of fun the last couple weeks moving forward on this film project with her, and I get to act with her in this film as well as have her direct me. And it's exciting. It's different. It's taking a step into kind of a larger creative world than where I've been. I've predominantly spent my time behind the camera, though occasionally I've gotten in front of it for small parts here and there. But to step forward and be one of 3 leads in a feature film, Kung Fu it's a Kung Fu romantic comedy spirit film. It's an interesting mashup of like 4 genres, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've started rehearsing, and Jennifer and I are finding some really fun beats between our characters, and we talk about it in the podcast. You'll hear how much energy and fun there is in this group of people that are going to be making this movie. So, again, thank all of you for your support, for your love, your guidance over the years, your stories that you've shared with me if you've been a guest on the show. It's meant the world to me that people have opened up and shared their experiences. The benefit for me is through other people's experiences, I grow more comfortable with my own, and I am able to step up and do things that I wouldn't have done, 6 years ago, 7 years ago when I started the show. And it's just been an interesting growth over the years. And I hope the show does the same for the people who listen to it, that it helps you grow comfortable with the idea of stepping out of your own skin and doing more things, bigger things, larger things. And I hope we can continue to grow together as the show moves forward and we continue on this journey called life. Before we get into the interview, though, I want to encourage you to go to our network of geeky shows that we are a proud part of, the Gonna Geek Network at GonnaGeek.com. You go there and you'll find a whole wealth of shows that cover a multitude of geek topics, from comic books to the Marvel Universe to DC and everything, Doctor Who, everything in between. Doctor Who's back, by the way, and it's awesome. So go check out GonnaGeek.com. Visit our sister shows, including our sister show, the Sci-Fi Sunday Podcast, which is also available there, and on our own website at www.ixe.us. And now, without any further delay, here's the podcast with the cast and crew of Kung Fu Ghost on the first episode of Season 7 of the Intellectual Podcast.
Welcome to the Intellectual Podcast. I'm your host, David S. Dawson. I am sitting for the first time in a long time at our studio on Larkspur.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark Atkinson.
Happiness happens on Larkspur.
Happy 2020. Welcome to our 7th season. Whitney, welcome.
Hello.
So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. As is common when we're at Larkspur, there's a boatload of people on the podcast today. So the three of us are hosting-ish. Whitney's more the host. But Mark, you and I are actually part of a project with a former guest of ours.
That's true.
Yes.
4 years ago, you were on the
Lovely
podcast.
Jennifer Lynch.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Grandpa. Hello, Mark.
Xin chao.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
That's surprisingly good.
Got it.
Well, so maybe a good place to start would be to go around the room and share who we are and what we're doing on this project.
Okay. Let's start with Grandpa.
Okay, yeah. So my part on the project. So this is Kung Fu Ghost.
Yes.
Is the project that Jennifer Lynch is directing and starring in and producing. And it's a feature film that we're shooting here in San Diego. And Jennifer has been so kind as to cast me in one of the 3 lead roles as her grandpa. I'm a ghost, as the title implies.
Oh, you just give out the plot.
No,
You just give out the plot.
There's no plot, just character. I'm a ghost.
They don't know you're a ghost. They know you're my grandpa.
I'm grandpa. I may or may not be deceased.
They only know Noah is a ghost.
Well, Noah's a ghost. Noah's joining us from New York City. Noah is the other one of the 3 leads. Hello, Noah.
Hello, how is everyone doing today?
Doing well.
Good. 70 and sunny here in San Diego.
Yeah.
It's hot
That's
today.
wonderful. It is, if I'm not mistaken, it's in the 30s and cold here in New York. So,
That's
You're eager to come out here and shoot this movie.
oh yes, I am. I miss sunshine.
So,
yes.
Jennifer, I'm trying not to call you Daisy.
You can call me anything.
Your
It's okay.
character's name is Daisy. So tell us a little bit about Kung Fu Ghost. Just get us started and talk about the project just a little bit.
So, Kung Fu Ghost is a project that I really loved since I was a kid. It was made from like an actual Singapore TV show that very, very scary. I just make it differently and funny. But I think my ghost is more handsome than the other ghost.
I think she's talking about you, Noah.
Yeah, just maybe, possibly. There's a possibility. Very flattering.
So we've kind of given away Noah's also a ghost. Noah, can you share anything about your character, or like how much is Cloak and Dagger? No talk about it.
Okay, so I'll share a little bit. So William is
Don't give out the plot. I'll kick your ass.
just a little bit. But William is a handsome ghost, and I am very excited to play this role, and I'm very excited to meet Daisy when I'm on set. So I don't know. It's a very exciting experience, and I'm very excited to start it. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to you getting out here because you and I, our characters are like old friends. So
Yes, they are.
So it's nice to see you for the second time on video.
Yes, it is nice. It's nice to put a face to a name. It's always nice to do that.
It's one of those weird things about being actors, right? Like you have to like develop a history just overnight.
Yeah, and sometimes it's easier than others, but I don't know. I have a very good feeling about this cast, and I have a very good feeling about the crew as well. So I'm very excited.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I heard that the director being kind of like a bitch to you.
Oh, no. She's a sweetheart.
Oh, that's good. That's a good answer, though.
Hard actor right there.
I think
That's a smart actor right there.
we're gonna have a hard time getting the director to actually direct. Gonna have to stop the googly eyes.
So I'm curious, is this your first time directing, or how did you get involved with doing film?
This is my sixth film, but this
Sixth
is
film, wow.
Yeah, this is the first features. But I make 5 other films before.
So those were short films.
Yeah, those short films. Yes.
Were they in the similar vein and style? Like,
No.
what is your signature? Do you have a signature?
More like Kill Billish, right?
Yeah, they keep saying that my film really violent.
Sure. I mean, you kill people in it.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, you are. That you are.
So I like to make a fantasy martial art comedy or a supernatural romantic martial art comedy. It just happened that the other 5 is more of like a really action and really violent.
Heavier on the martial arts in the other films. More of the martial arts in the other films. Less of the comedy.
Yeah, there's nothing.
This one's more comedy, a little bit less martial arts.
Yes, I think this one more fun.
Yeah.
I think this one really fun. And Mark played one of the intruder. And when we run through the scene, Jacob laughed.
Yeah.
So Jennifer just referenced Jacob. Jacob, say hello.
Hello. Yeah. My name is Jacob. I'm a student at San Diego State University. For the film, I'm actually the assistant director. And so at the beginning of pre-production, I got in contact with Jennifer because I was just interested in the film, obviously, because I'm going to major in film. And she just welcomed me aboard, and here I am doing a lot of the busy work that needs to be done.
Yeah, you're her right-hand man.
Yeah.
You guys are everywhere together right now.
Yeah.
Awesome. What year are you at your program?
Actually, I'm still in the pre-major. I have to petition next year in order to get into the actual major because it's very competitive. And
My neighbor's dog.
but yeah, I just finished my fall semester.
Yapping and airlines are normal at Larkspur Studios.
Wait till the mailman comes. This is Laura Boland's favorite part of the podcast. You can hear the mailman dropping.
How was it for you to see the process of making a feature film the first time? And how is it working with me?
It's great working with you.
Steely eyes she gave you.
Yeah.
Incredibly rehearsed.
Because I've been on a couple other sets before, but it was all for like student films and all that, and I was only doing like PA work like that, grip. But this time, like, it's the first time I've been like actually involved heavily in the actual production, pre-production, and post-production of all aspects of the film. So I think it's pretty exciting.
That is really exciting, especially if you're, just starting out your program and to be able to land something like this. That's great education, being on an actual set.
So far, the feedback is that they say that the lead actor, Noah, is like really handsome. Is not like martial art type, but they just don't know the script that well. And I just want to say that Noah is really good at martial art, and his parkour is really good. And he gonna do the stunt double for the ninja for our film because our ninja broke his leg.
Oh, wow.
Your ninja broke his leg?
Okay, this is what happened. We did the run through for the ninja scene versus the ghost, and then I got attacked a week later and say, I'm sorry, I cannot do the scene for you. I broke my legs. Would you like to see? I said, yes. And he sent the video that he actually broke his legs with the x-ray and everything. He out for like 10 months.
Yeah.
So no, I will do that.
So Noah, what's your martial arts background?
So my martial arts background comes actually from my father, who did martial arts for probably 20 plus years and stuff like that. So I was putting into it for a few years when I was younger. And for the most part, I've tried my best to keep up with it and definitely keep up with the athleticism that it takes and the flexibility. Still have to work a little bit on the flexibility. But for the most part...
Try being 45 and trying to figure out your flexibility.
That doesn't sound too fun.
No.
But yeah, it's martial arts was definitely a great experience, and it's gonna be fun to also show off a little bit of the gymnastics side from my background as well, doing some stunts. So it's gonna be really, really cool and a good experience.
Yeah, his stunt scene for the ninja gonna be super awesome though. We're gonna do one cut only.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not fighting me.
No,
Don't screw it up, David.
let's talk about how Grandpa gonna learn martial arts with me for the next 6 weeks. How are you doing, Grandpa?
Well, she's teaching me a kata, and you know, I'm not afraid of physical work, but I'm also considerably older than the last time I really tried to tackle anything physical. So we've had one kata session. We were supposed to do one before the podcast today.
Okay.
And God graced me with some work problems this morning, and I couldn't do it. So we may be doing it in your front yard here when we're done, Mark. But
Hey, it's OB. So.
I'm gonna take pictures of that.
I couldn't walk for 2 days after.
Really?
Yeah. Like my groin just knotted up, and I was miserable. I was icing and heating and icing and heating for like 2 days trying to.
Thankfully, there's an acupuncturist right down the street. You might need it after today.
Can I just say my AD have black belt?
Well, I believe it. Look at him. He's young and he's fit. If you'd have known me 25 years ago, totally different story, but I've grown old.
So I'm curious, how many people, cast and crew, how many people do have a background in martial arts on this film?
I can say that we don't need to hire a security.
Ooh, very nice.
Don't mess with their set.
I actually took martial arts for about a year or so in junior high.
Oh, that's nice.
I got my purple belt in Sean Rue. There's like a picture of me doing a split like Van Damme.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was like 20 plus years ago.
Yeah. You're in the same boat I'm in.
Yeah, now she's like, oh.
This old body goes, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't even like to tie my shoes to bend down anymore.
But I did the...
Hey, Mark, look at my shoes. What do you see is missing?
No laces.
No laces.
But I did the Jean-Claude Van Damme split for the training for the film. That's why I hurt my groin.
Oh.
See, there's a lot of hurt groins on this set
I
already.
know.
We haven't even started shooting nothing.
So what
My groin is hurt
is
sitting
everyone?
on this stool.
You're a black belt?
Yeah, I'm a black belt in Taekwondo.
Taekwondo?
Yeah.
I'm brown belt stripe in Taekwondo, 2 years of Muay Thai, 2 years of Kosaru and Kajukenbo. And when I was a kid, my brother made me study Shaolin and a little bit of Wushu. That he made me. Mm-hmm. And he taught me knife, and I teach myself machete and gun.
Do not fuck with this woman. That is what I'm hearing.
I know how to shoot a gun. I have thrown knives. I did not take any martial arts growing up, but I did take 2 semesters of stage combat in college. So, I know how to pretend I've been hit.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Nice.
So I can deal with that, but the precision of this kata and stuff, it's going to be fun the next six weeks or so.
But you did really great yesterday, though, to the rehearsal.
Oh, yeah, we had our first acting rehearsal yesterday with our acting coach, Renee.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I know.
Yeah, we found so much stuff to so much humor in the script. It's great.
That's awesome. It sounds like you guys are having a really good time on set. I mean, you guys haven't even really started yet, but already it seems like there's a lot of camaraderie. A couple of things. What made you decide to shoot here in San Diego as opposed to, anywhere else that you could shoot? And how did you end up collecting all of the folks who are part of the cast and crew?
Okay, so I know David for a long time. David is a really good award-winning director, I may say. He undersells himself a lot. His movie is really good. Mark, I know Mark is a really good actor. And the first time we run the scene together, Jacob laughed, right? Noah, I got Noah from about a week looking at hot guy pictures.
Wait, so on
Extensive research.
Instagram or what? You just
I got a lot of reels from handsome actors, but I couldn't see it. So I just go looking around, and I saw Noah on one of my own friend page, and just a picture of his headshot, and I really like his look. Okay, so
every time she looks at him, she loses her train of thought. It's
No.
gonna be a hard shoot.
yes, it is.
No. I have a joke, but I don't think he wanna let me have this joke in public. So no, I'm gonna let you slide this time. No.
Okay.
But he has a really good pictures with the expression just like William. So that is how we met.
Perfect.
And the DP from Paris.
Oh, really? Now, how did you find the DP if they're from Paris?
Who is the DP?
Oh,
Do you remember the name?
Jerome.
Jerome Dover. Jerome Dover. He actually an award-winning director. He had the movie about Amazon rainforest and won an award internationally. Really good filmmaker. He reached out to me and he wanted to come on to be the DP. He bring with him about 190,000 equipment from Paris to here.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great asset.
Oh, cool.
Now, so to the second part of the question, you've chosen to shoot here in San Diego. Why did you make that choice?
Oh, yeah, I didn't answer that. Sorry.
Okay, I keep people on track.
San Diego is a great place. We have a really good film community, and everyone here support one another. You know, we are. If I need anything, I just call up one of the director, and they just help out for free. And I do the same thing for other actor and director too. And San Diego, the temperature is about 65, sunny, blue sky. Why not?
Yes, right.
Yeah, I don't want to be in New York right now.
No.
No, you don't.
Oh my God, the last time I saw the snow, the first time I was so miserable. I go home and I change our scene. I did. We're supposed to have like a really nice romantic scene in the snow. I'm like, forget that.
Let's just go to the beach. Snow days.
You're going to have a romantic scene where it's warm.
Yes, exactly where it's warm and sunny, blue sky, you know, how trees and everything is beautiful.
Hey, it got down to 50 or something here in San Diego this winter, and I was miserable. I'm like, what is with the cold?
Yeah.
It's true. There was a hot minute whenever it was warmer where I was in Missouri than it was here because I went home to Missouri for Christmas, and yeah, it was 68 when I left there, and it was like 55 getting back here. I'm like, what is wrong?
Yeah, no, what you don't understand, though, is San Diegans, by and large, don't have winter clothes.
Really?
So when it gets below 60 here, everybody thinks the world's coming to an end.
Yes. The houses aren't insulated either.
Yeah, houses aren't
In
insulated.
the morning, at like 9 in the morning, it's safe to say that my patio is warmer than this living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. This winter is so cold.
So,
So when are you gonna do the rehearsal with our handsome ghost?
oh, yeah, we need to set rehearsal times, you and me.
Yes, we do need to set rehearsal times. We do.
See, here's the interesting thing. So Noah and I, we've got to do some rehearsing together, but we got to do it all like over Zoom or Skype over the next few weeks. Except we're going to be like one state away from each other for the next like couple of weeks because you're going to be in North Carolina. I'm going to be in Georgia, right?
Yes, I'll be in North Carolina for about a week. And yeah, that's pretty much right next door. It's pretty much right next.
Yeah, you'll be there while I'm in Atlanta. So
Not too terribly far. Not at all.
but we won't. We still have to do it via technology because it's not quite close.
Yeah,
enough.
via technology.
We almost get together, but not quite.
But that's similar to the ghost.
Yeah, we're there, but not quite there. So yeah, that'll work just fine.
There you go. I'm curious. Obviously, you said that this is a comedic take on the Kung Fu Ghost story, which you said is different from the original, which was horror. What made you decide to change the genre up a little bit?
Because no one do the combined genre yet. Should be the first genre in the last 40 years. Supernatural, romantic, martial art, comedy. No one do that yet. So this should be the first one.
Four genre mashup.
So one of the veteran Hollywood filmmaker, when we first talked like about 2 weeks ago, he was a little bit critical about the combined genre. So I sent him the script and he sent back the feedback. He said that he laughed a lot. So he laughed a lot and he impressed.
You gotta
and that's a good sign because when we were rehearsing yesterday, one of the things. So you guys know I love getting actors together and workshopping scenes and finding the things that aren't really apparent on screen or on the script. Right? We found so much humor just in physicality and energy in this that is kind of the subtext of the script, but it isn't like written in it, you know? And we found so many fun things to do. And we only got through like, I don't know, 12 pages of script or something.
Yeah, it's only
in the
12
stuff we
pages
were going through.
yesterday.
And I was super jazzed by the end of rehearsal. I was like, this is going to be great.
So the script is finished? Or is it still
halfway.
work in progress?
It's a little past halfway.
Yeah, I guess so. We only have about 30 more pages to go.
Okay.
But I got the production done, everything done before the script finished.
So, have you also in your shorts? Were you the actor, director, and producer on those as well, or?
That is how I start out. That's how I started out 6 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm continuing like that.
You've always been doing
Everything.
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 You've always been doing everything,
Including
Last time you were on the podcast, you said you can only do 4 things.
Oh no.
No, like as in you have to at least do 4 things.
At least do 4 things, yes. But this time, like on my set, I have to do the cleanup too.
All right.
Yeah, that's right?
Sometimes that's
You do
called
everything,
producing.
Including cleaning up.
Yeah.
Of those jobs, which do you find the most challenging?
Cleaning up.
Clean up in aisle 5.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Another thing developed yesterday, Jennifer brought on Brian to do sound. So
Oh, that's awesome.
producer Brian is going to be doing sound on the film.
Yeah, he's good. And it's fun.
Yeah.
And for another film, I get to play the pretty one, and this one I don't have to. This one, no, I get to play the pretty one.
I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one who's not the pretty one in the cast. So.
You're the wise one, David.
No,
Oh yes, very wise.
the writer say that you are sexy.
What?
Oh, sexy grandpa.
Yeah, that's what he
Oh,
said.
that was with the rock and roll. So I tried on a wig yesterday
Oh, I saw.
as rock and roll grandpa, right?
Yeah, and the writer text me and say sexy.
I was gonna make a comment like, did you escape from the Witcher set? I'm not really.
Right. That's right. That's what it felt like. It felt like the Witcher wig.
It kind of looked like it.
Yeah.
A little
I
bit.
have to go around without my shirt on, taking baths.
No, I want to do the wrong.
Whole different movie.
No, I want to do the wrong with no shirt on, but I tell him that he had to put the shirt on.
Because otherwise you'd be distracted.
No, it's PG-13. Nobody want to see that.
Male nipples are PG-13. It's fine. You can get away with it.
No, I want him fully clothed.
So, what has the production of this film been like? Is it different from doing your shorts? Obviously, this is a feature. What has it taken to get this where it is right now? Moving parts and whatnot.
I think we about 70% done.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work, a lot of headache. So I have about 6 hours of sleep now.
Well, when did you start all of this? Like, when did you start searching out the script?
September 9th, 2019.
Okay, so back in September.
Wow, on September 9th, you said.
September 9th, 2019. I think
it was November when I saw your post that you were looking for someone to play grandpa. Someone Asian. She got a lot of responses from people. Like half of them weren't Asian, so I don't know why they were responding. Or they were like, I think I know an Asian person. Do you have any other parts? She got a lot of that stuff. And I just wrote, I'm Asian.
I'm like, yes. Like, I forgot David is Asian.
Yeah. So.
David doesn't look Asian that much, right?
Well,
He does.
my mother was Filipino and my dad's white European mutt. So, I have this like flexible look. Like,
You're ethnically androgynous, which
There
is
you
a
go.
great thing to be.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's why
Ambiguous.
military intelligence was so interested in me after 9/11 when I went and enlisted in the army. They were like, we could put you anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So Noah, how would like to prepare for this role to be the pretty one of the film?
Well, I would say that just like preparing for any role, it has its challenges. And
A challenge to be sexy.
This is the post Me Too world, dude. Like,
yeah. Oh boy.
I'm enjoying watching his reactions so much.
Oh my God, it's so hard to be sexy and shirtless and stuff.
Lord.
Boy, what are we?
You are making this kid blush.
Yeah.
Wow.
3,000
So
miles
now
away.
we're on the radio
Not
show,
bad.
so let's talk stuff, Michael.
Not bad.
So obviously, since our listeners can only hear, he's turning bright
Yeah.
red.
I'll try not to drool on you when you're here, dude.
Shades of Rudolph right now. Actually, he kind of matches
Blending
the
in
curtains
that-
behind
yeah,
him.
That curtain there.
Yeah. He has red curtain. Just to fill in the
Maybe just a little bit.
So he had like a perfect face, beautiful blue eyes, and really sexy body and stuff. But he is an old man inside. A very nerdy old man inside.
Oh.
Do you feel like your inner personality is an old man? Like, are you
Are you an old soul?
an old soul? Yeah.
I would definitely say I'm an old soul. I listen to Dean Martin and the Rat Pack, man. Like, that is my.
Of course you do.
Oh man, we are totally gonna get along.
Oh yeah. I would definitely say I'm an old soul.
I know he sent me his song, and then this is how I listen to it. I say, Jennifer, you can do this. Listen to it. It's good. It's educated. Listen to it. I'm like, 30 seconds. It's only 30 seconds.
So I'm noticing that you have a bit of
And a kick in the head.
a southern twang. Where do you hail from?
Originally from North Carolina. That was where I was born and raised.
North Kakalaki.
North
And then,
Carolina, small town.
so did acting bring you to New York, or why are you in the frigid New York?
Yes, acting did bring me to New York because there's a lot of opportunity out here, and North Carolina is pretty dry. There's not much in North Carolina except fields and tobacco fields and more fields and a lot of pine trees. That's about it.
I thought you go to New York for your sexy modeling stuff with no pants on.
Have you been modeling, Noah?
Are you sure Kung Fu Ghost is going to be PG-13?
It's gonna be
The
PG-13.
movie she's putting out is PG-13. The movie
Right.
she's making in her mind is not.
No, I don't think it is.
The behind the scenes film would be like,
Hard R.
Yep.
NC-17.
What is NC-17?
No children under 17. It's almost X.
Like porn?
Almost.
More artistic porn.
Oh, okay.
So I know he's not here, but how did you go about finding your writer? Where did you?
The writer, I worked with him for a long time. This is our fourth feature film script together.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So did you just present him with this idea? Because you said this was a series that you saw in your childhood.
Yes.
And so you presented it to him, and then he's like, "I got this. I can write the script for it."
Oh, he's not like that. He's not like that. Like, I have the idea, so I have to come to him. I have to present it to him well. And then he say, let me think about it. And then he think about it. And then, like, okay, I can do this. But under this condition, did. Like, okay. And apart of his role, he had a say in who to cast, even like the minor role. So he really like your scene with Eddie.
Oh,
He
okay.
think that Grandpa is sexy, and he have cast Noah.
Nice. So there's a lot of collaboration going on with this story. It's not just him handing over the script. He's like still a very much a part of all of this, which I don't think you necessarily find that all the time.
He very strict with me. So like I don't know. He more like a advisor to me. If I have the idea, I come to him and we collaborate a lot. So far with this script, it's the fourth script. I haven't yelled at him once.
Well, that's great.
I know, like I'm busy laughing. I haven't yelled at him once. The other three scripts we work together. This is how he had to watch on. If I have something that I don't like in the script, I'm gonna have like a baby tantrum and run around like, ah! And then he looks and like, are you almost done? I'm like, not yet. I'm like, ah! But this one, so far I have no note for him. I actually really like this script.
That's great.
I sincerely like it. And my writer is doesn't give me a easy time, and I definitely don't give him an easy time either.
Oh,
But you guys challenge each other creatively, so that's good.
Yes, sometimes I want to rip his head off.
Well, knock on wood that things are going smoothly so far. How about on the funding end? How's that been? What's that process been like? Because obviously funding a feature film is very different than funding a short film. And what has your experience been in that regard?
I find that other director and investor really interested in this project. The director of The Curse of the Dragon Lady, he saw how I'm doing over the years, and he offered to buy me a director chair. I say, no, I don't need a director chair. It's okay. And he said that, okay, fine. How about we meet and I be the investor in your film? And I thought one of the things the people in Hollywood say a lot, like, I want to invest in your film, I want to help you, this and that. And we met, and he said, cool, send me the contract. I sent over the contract, and we met together, and he sent us the check. And it's clear, and we started to pay for stuff now.
Would you say The Curse of the Dragon Lady?
The Curse of the Dragon Lady.
Oh, okay.
Joe D'Amato.
Joe
That's
D'Amato.
another film that you're involved with? Okay.
No.
He made a film here in San Diego. Joe D'Amato did.
Okay.
Called The Curse of the Dragon Lady.
Got it.
And he's been following Jen's career for a while.
Okay.
And so when he saw that she was working on this, he wanted to get involved.
That's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So,
Yeah, this time I didn't go to seek funding anywhere. It's my own money. But Joe really liked the project and want to come on, so I welcome him
That's
Nice.
great.
with a really big percentage.
I mean, we always welcome those investors. Those are great friends to have, right?
Yes.
So, what's next for you guys? You guys are in pre-production right now. When do you start launching into filming?
March 1st to March 18th. No, we're going to be here February 26th.
Yeah.
February 26th.
yeah, so you get here on the 26th, and we go into like 3 days of intense rehearsals,
Yes, 3 days.
and then we shoot this thing in 2 weeks.
Wow, that is a heck of a turnaround on a feature. 18 days.
18 days, and we're going to try to have the trailer drop on July 7th.
Okay.
Wow.
7/7.
7/7.
7/7/20.
7/7/20. My last one, the flowers of the night, when we did the podcast, were 5/15/2015. So these
wow, you
days
remember.
really easy to
Okay.
remember.
Oh, yeah, I remember I went to that.
Yeah, it is.
Whose house was that? At Marty's house or Brooks'
No,
house?
that is Bill's house. Bill's house.
I went with Eddie Lane.
Not a house, it's a mansion.
Yes, that's true. It is.
House is understating it there, Mark.
I went with Eddie Lane, and oddly enough, he's my co-star or whatever. No, co-scene partner. I don't know.
Scene partner in
Crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like the wet bandits.
Oh, there's another day that really easy to remember. January 8, 1998.
Why is that easy to remember?
One's birthday.
Someone's birthday.
Oh, that's right. Noah's birthday's in like 2 days. Happy birthday to you.
1998.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Noah. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the process of this as much as anything because Jennifer's been kind enough to give me my first opportunity to act in a feature film, like in a major way, not a small part like our buddy here was for me. And What's the Vig? I dropped it for you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah,
It was fluid too, right?
yeah. Very good.
David's gonna be the next Samuel Hall.
Is that on Amazon still?
Yes, it is.
At this point, they pay you.
But no, I really am kind of looking forward to the opportunity to be an actor, you know, and spend the time developing this character and finding the comedic bits, and you know, as much as anything, I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, John.
Thank you so much.
I'm honored that you're putting that faith in me, and I hope I don't let you down.
That is a lot of faith. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
No pressure
She can
at all.
kick my ass, Whitney.
No pressure
She
at all.
literally can.
I believe that. She went through the list of all of the martial arts she knows. Definitely. That's
Quite an arsenal of weaponry.
But I can say that yesterday when we run the scene together, you are the rampart.
Oh, thank you.
And our chemistry really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
So Noah, how is your chemistry with your lead actress?
I think the chemistry is continuing to grow, and I think that by the time it comes film time, it'll be like we've already met and known each other for a long time. That's what I think it's going to be like, which is good.
What if she a bitch in person?
Say what?
She said, "What if she's a bitch in person?"
That's why it's called acting.
I don't think that's possible.
Wow, he should be a politician.
Hey, Noah, I got a question for you. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet, 6 feet tall.
Okay, so I will have to look up at you when I'm talking down to you.
Apple box.
No, it's fine. Martial arts masters are big in stature, not physicality. I'll be fine. We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Is this your first feature film together? Like your first feature film as the lead actor?
Yes, it is. It is my first feature film as a lead actor, and I don't know. It's like you're eager to work on a project, and it's just a little over a month. I think 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and then I'll be there. It's going to be like the longest 6 weeks ever.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Especially in New York.
I have a question for you. Is it your first on-screen kiss?
I believe so, yes. I believe so. It'll be my first on-screen kiss, yes.
Yeah, but you're a ghost, so she's just going to pass right through you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, real awkward.
They're going to shoot you in front of green screen, kissing the thin air.
I'm getting the sense that his character is like an incubus or something. What the heck, guys? Are you
Big secret, we're not talking plot.
Are you sure this is PG?
We're gonna kiss like this, Noah.
No, it's very sweet. I'll say this much. So her character Daisy is very, in many ways, very innocent when she shows up on screen. And kind of the course of the script that I've been able to read so far is this kind of journey of her, in many ways, kind of growing up and maturing with these two ghosts kind of in her presence and looking over her and kind of guiding what she's doing. And it's a very good script from what I've been able to read so far. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all ends. But it's a good read. Noah, you've read it, right? I mean, you agree that
yes,
the dialogue's on point.
Yes, the dialogue's on point, and to me, a lot of it is very hysterical.
And you haven't even been physically in the same place with us yet, and it gets better when we're together. So.
I know that's why I'm so eager to be there. That's why I'm so eager and so excited to get there so that we can do it in person. I mean, reading it's one thing, but actually doing it is another thing.
But we do it tomorrow, right? By FaceTime.
Tomorrow, but. FaceTime.
Yeah, but the physicality, like the physical humor you and I were discovering together yesterday in our rehearsal, like I'm really looking forward to having the three of us all in a room together.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
Where we start feeding off of each other's energy. Like it's going to be awesome.
So we've heard a lot from the Ghost about their characters. Mark the Ghost. What about playing Daisy? How has that been for you? Is this a character that you feel like is easy to come to? Is this like a part of your personality? Tell us about your process for her without giving away too much about the plot. But who is she?
Okay, let's see. Noah, look at me. See how he is? That's Daisy.
Yeah, Daisy's the blushing. She almost comes across like a bit of a teenager.
Gotcha.
In the script, like real.
Good job, Noah.
Yeah. Well, so okay, is that an easy
boy
character
crazy
for you to get into?
It is a boy crazy. Definitely boy crazy.
Well, okay, never mind. That definitely aligns. Boy crazy, boy crazy.
Actually, Daisy gets matures at the end, though. Daisy is just a part of me, a fun part of me. And that's it. I don't need to act much. It's just me.
She's just a bubbly, fun part of you.
That part, yes. That fun part, yes.
But Jacob had the fun time of reading Noah's parts yesterday during the rehearsal. What was that like for you, getting to step in and watch us develop these characters and work?
It was great because, working with you, obviously, like walking team, that was really fun. And it just made it seem like super fluid. It didn't seem like too much acting. You know, it's just like a fluid, nice conversation. Your voice for the grandpas was really good, too. So that was nice. I like...
You got a grandpa voice?
Yeah.
I gotta hear it. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Continue with your story.
It's still in development.
Okay, all right.
It's getting there. Yeah.
David has a really nice voice.
Yeah. Specifically, when the three of us were working together with that one scene, you did like improvising those like actions, like, you know, oh, do you see that? Like, that was really good to work off of. And like I'm saying, like, it's going to be good for Noah when he's finally here in the same room. He's going to build off of that, hopefully build upon that performance and all that. Jennifer, like we said, also Renee also said that she has a lot of like on her mind right now. She has like a lot of like the other duties specifically, and it's kind of hard to balance all that with getting a solid performance as an actor.
It's tough. I've directed and acted in my own films before. It's difficult focusing just on the acting sometimes because you're thinking of the other.
No. But yeah, continuing on. But towards the end of the session, it was getting a lot better because she was able to just like isolate that acting aspect and build upon that, and it turned out.
That's when magic started happening.
That's when the magic was
so much fun.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's okay. When Noah here, I can flow with him. We're good.
Yeah.
No acting required for her to play that.
No acting required. Are you speechless right now? Are you speechless? Oh my God. We're on the radio show. Talk up.
All I see is red in hair.
So obviously you have a pretty aggressive timeline for shooting this and getting the trailer out. When are you hoping to release, and on what distribution platforms? Where will people be able to see this? What's the plan? Is it going to festivals? Is it going? Where is it going?
Wow. You are a good interviewer.
Thank you. I try.
She's been on the podcast now for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we done on March 15, March 20. I turned the footage to the editor, Michael Foster.
Oh,
and
editing.
I know he's good, right?
He's good.
He's very good. He worked for Sony, and we stand together. So that's why he come on, and he's super critical. That's why I want him.
He's very critical.
He's incredibly critical.
Good editor.
Yeah. Like super critical. Every time I meet with him, I want a drink.
He's also a very talented director in his own right. So,
I know.
Yeah.
You got a lot of director's eyes.
Good. I didn't know he was coming on. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So March 20, turn the footage to him. He gonna send me back everything by June, and then I'm looking for a trailer maker now. We're gonna cut the trailer in 3 weeks, and then by July 7, we're gonna drop the trailer. We're gonna submit for Sundance, and I'm gonna go to Cannes Film Market to sell it.
Wow, big boys.
And AFM, but regardless, I'm gonna show it at independent film theater around San Diego and around the U.S. Me and Jacob working on it, and toward fall, after we win a few awards and release here, I'm gonna go to Vietnam, get a deal there, nationwide for distribution there, and go to Philippines, Indonesia, South Korea, Laos, and Cambodia.
Yeah, we're going to talk to my aunt in the Philippines too, because she acted in the Philippines in the 80s and 90s.
That is some of the country, and then we go to Europe and Middle East. That's why this movie is...
And I'll get to tour like all the openings, right? Like,
Yeah, can I go? I want to go to all those places.
right? That's in the budget, right?
Yeah.
Lead cast to go, right?
So if some big company, like some big studio want to buy it, like Amazon Original or Hulu or YouTube Red, want to buy it, it's cool. We can get pay one time and then we are done. But if they don't, it's fine with me. We're gonna open our own distribution.
Do the legwork and get it out there.
Huh?
Do the legwork and get it out there.
For the first one of Kung Fu Ghost, and if I can open that door, it's gonna be easier for me with Take Down the Dragon.
She
has
just
a
dropped
plan.
another film name.
Yeah.
Full market.
No, be nice to me. Maybe you get to be the handsome one and Take Down the Dragon.
This is the thing that I remember talking with Jen, 4 years ago on the podcast, is that the just kind of not going to stop energy. Nothing's going to tell you, no one's going to tell you no, and you're just going to take no for what it is. You will just keep barreling through. And that's one of the things I admire about you, Jen. And
Thank you.
I'm always impressed to see how far and how just rambunctious you are in attacking the things that you want to get made. And
Thank you so much.
it's exhausting for me at my age to have that kind of energy, but it's fun watching you tackle it. It's,
but you're gonna be the grandpa. You're gonna be like a famous somehow.
I did the classic yes and in that Facebook post to you. I'm Asian. See what she says. She goes, yes, and you gonna be in it? Okay, yes. So here we are. I'm so excited. My mom, by the way, I haven't so my mom passed away 3.5 years ago, and all she ever wanted was to see me become an actor in some way, shape, or form. So in some ways, you're helping make my mom's dream come true too.
Oh, thank you so much. You're not just an actor. You play a really iconic role in the Asian.
You're
in the
embracing
Asian
your
community.
Asian
I
roots,
know.
baby.
No pressure.
Yeah. Don't screw it up.
And no, I get to play the pretty one.
You're
No acting
embracing
required.
your
No acting required.
I get to play I get to play the Joe Pesci. If this were Home Alone, I'm the Joe Pesci. Right? And Eddie Lane's the Daniel Stern, I think.
But I
We're
think-
the Wet Bandits.
Yes.
All the great ones.
The Three Stooges, right? The Three Stooges. I looked that up. It's funny.
The Three Stooges?
Uh-huh.
Nice guy, eh?
Yeah.
And your scene is really important in the first 10 minutes. Like, I trust you and Eddie a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You trust Eddie a lot?
Okay, Eddie, if you hear that, let me borrow those things that I want to borrow so I can trust you more. But you and Eddie did really good. Like the first 10 minutes of the movie, the actor in it had to be really good. If not, we're going to turn it off. So I put a lot of trust in you and Eddie.
Oh, boy.
Like, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
But we're all counting on you.
No pressure. You're wearing a Vietnamese coffee shirt today.
I am.
Hilarious.
I know that you were coming over.
I'm going to turn this around so you can see it.
Oh
no!
Vietnamese coffee is the strongest coffee on the planet, by the way.
People on the FaceTime, I'm sorry. I just
Live
dropped
stream
you all.
collapse.
They're up.
I love that shirt. Where did you get that shirt from?
Saigon.
Saigon, really? You went to Vietnam?
Really?
Yeah, I told you that twice. Last time you were on the podcast, I just gotten back. In fact, my friend is coming out here at the end of the month. Vietnam.
Oh, are they Vietnamese?
What's her name?
She is.
Oh, nice. Ooh, Mark gonna get naughty.
Yeah.
Mark
Calling
is
people
getting
out on the air.
No.
Damn.
Hey.
And now
Mark
Mark's
loves it.
turning many shades of red.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm blending in with the microphone. I'm talking in a Bozo the Clown's nose here.
Did I just make Mark blushing?
No,
Just a-
I'm not blushing.
I
Really?
feel like this is your superpower.
I mean, you may have called me out on the truth, but
Come on.
I recall a podcast 4 years ago where Mark was doing nothing but blushing for the whole podcast.
Come on.
what?
See, come
This
here
lovely
all the
lady.
way from Vietnam.
that was a young.
That podcast was so good.
so good.
Mark, she come here all the way from Vietnam. You
tables
guys
have-
gonna get naughty. Come on. Oh my God! I got him speechless. I got him both.
Look at
I got him
We're both like red over here.
Oh.
All the white people are turning
Noah,
red.
what are we doing with ourselves, huh?
I don't know.
God.
I don't know. It's too much to respond to.
It's brutal. I just want the audience to know that Noah is like very quiet now. Normally he talk a lot.
Well, he's just relieved that the pressure's off of him and on me.
Throw Mark right under that bus.
Yeah.
I think I want to go with he has blushed more than I have. I'm gonna go with that. So I'm not 100% in the spotlight. You know, he's blushed a little more than I have. Having a woman come all the way from Vietnam, that's It's further than it is from North Carolina or New York City to San Diego.
Oh,
enough.
did he just burn me?
It sounded like
A
you're
little
going to
bit.
get
A
naughty.
little bit.
Whoa.
Oh, burn.
Going on
Lightest little jab.
here.
Good one.
Well done, sir.
Well done, well done.
Nice.
Very well done.
Well played.
Well, good one, Noah. Don't worry, I buy you a lot of pen.
Well, so okay, I know we've been very sort of hush hush secretive. Can you give us like a little blurb of the plot without giving too much away?
Okay, so no one know the whole script except me and the writer.
So you're the only one who can give the synopsis.
I know.
No pressure.
Yeah, I only know what's going on in my scene.
So like just the little footnote that you would get on Amazon or
The
Netflix.
elevator pitch.
Log line.
Log line, yeah. Give us a little log line without giving away too much.
Okay, so, okay, I can say this. Nowadays, especially with our generation, we attack to phone a lot. We attack to technology a lot. And, the relationship nowadays is just so fast and unimportant. Even though Kung Fu Ghost is a supernatural romantic martial art comedy, but it emphasizes a lot on love and relationship. Right now we on laugh and have fun and making of Noah, how sexy he is, this and that. But it passed on that. And that is the love of the lifetime. The love that worth fighting for. The love that was sacrificed for. That is the end. That is the message of Kung Fu Ghost. The relationship and love need to be treasured and be respected. Not like something happened, I cannot fight for you anymore, and just move on. Sometimes we think, the next one gonna be the perfect one, but we are human. We are shitty inside, so just work through it.
That was a good log line.
Well said.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Oh, sorry, I got lost looking at Noah.
Me too.
Anytime it gets quiet, just assume everyone's staring at him.
Yes. And he's not even shirtless or anything yet.
Listen, yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to San Diego dressed like it's winter there. Many layers. Layers. Hide away.
Layered up.
So, okay, if people want to find out more about this film, or if you're doing castings or crew calls, where are you posting that? How can people find information about it? Or if they want to throw money at the project, how can they get a hold of you? Do some shout outs.
Oh, I haven't think that far yet. So just Google my name, Jennifer Linch, Linch, and you find my information. Just Jennifer Linch, Kung Fu Ghost, and we are everywhere.
Okay.
Boom. Your little kind of pre-production marketing tours kind of already started out. You were like on KUSI?
Yeah, she was on KUSI on the last day of 2019.
Oh.
I was on ABC Las Vegas in October, KUSI in December, and before that on Fox.
Wow. Talking about Kung Fu Ghost.
Talking about Kung Fu Ghost, at that time it haven't got made yet. No casting, nothing.
Oh, you didn't mention my name, huh?
No mention of your name yet.
That's all right.
At that time,
She mentioned Noah's name on KUSI.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
But I sensed a distinct lack of David Dawson references. And,
So, Noah, you're already famous in San
Well, from
Diego.
here
You're
on
going to
out.
land, and people are just going to swarm you for autographs and be like, oh, you're so cute.
Be like the Beatles.
No, remember
Noah Media.
up like an Eskimo. So no one's gonna know it's me. If anyone knows who I am, which I doubt they will.
except you've just announced that you're going to be dressed like an Eskimo, meaning you'll be the only
one who
Eskimo
looks
in
like
San
that,
Diego.
Yeah.
You know what? Then I'll go with the traditional thing. I'll just wear shades and a hat.
Yep.
Try to avoid people.
The infamous incognito outfit.
Except for everybody knows that that's the incognito outfit, so they assume, okay, that's some celebrity.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, I had this happen
At the airport, for sure. Yeah.
I had this happen in LA one time. I went to a Starbucks and everybody was watching me and I'm like, okay, do I have like toilet paper stuck to my shoe? What the hell? And then it wasn't until after I ordered and walked out and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a hat and sunglasses. That they thought I was somebody. I'm like, oh, for a hot minute, just that minute.
You are somebody.
Aw.
Yes. I'm David Dawson.
Isn't Mark lovely?
He is.
Mark's lovely.
But she's gonna
It's my New Year's
resolution. To be one of the
Revolution,
part of the
yeah.
film. Yeah, you're gonna have like
To be a villain.
yes.
I love being
villain
villains.
and everything. We're gonna put like fake tattoo on you.
Is she going to be in it? For sure?
She have an audition.
She has audition.
Got audition.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Way to turn that around.
Originally, I have 7 fighters who are men only. And then the other day, I think like, why can't it be men only? Women can break into a house too.
That's right. Diversify.
We do a good job too. You know?
And
Breaking
women
into
are
houses?
much meaner.
Breaking into a house, murder, anything we can do a good job.
Much
Murder.
Murder most foul.
Oh, did I just go there?
Sorry,
to
the
that?
intruders have already been cast.
But it
Two
will
white
be fun
dudes.
because your character, we're gonna have dark makeup and we actually have face tattoo and then arm tattoo, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh my God, you've got to, do not choke in this audition. I'm just saying that right now. Unless it's called for.
Okay.
In which case you can choke. But otherwise don't choke in this audition.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun, right? And there with all the guys. One thing I noticed though, all of the men and all of the guy in my film are like really handsome, including Grandpa, sexy Grandpa.
Wow.
Wow.
My turn to turn red.
Well.
You just hit
What have we
targeted
got
each
here?
All of
She's
them.
like a blush sniper.
She got picked off.
You blush. You blush.
That's what you should have on your director's chair, not director. Blush sniper. I like it a lot.
Noah, why are you so quiet? Normally you talk a lot. You talk like a songbird.
Perhaps he's speechless.
I love to listen, and I think officially the name of William is now Handsome William, and the name of Grandpa is now Sexy Grandpa. I think the names are changing just a little bit. I'm trying to pay attention to that detail. So
Oh, handsome William.
Funny.
You listen to sexy grandpa.
oh, that's hilarious.
I cannot
Grandpa
believe
talking
the
like
writer texts me like sexy. Sexy.
Sexy Grandpa. Just think of Billy D. Williams in The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh man, he's so smooth.
Every move, yeah, he's a smooth dude. Every move, everything he said was
Yeah, you.
like butter.
Hey, do me a favor. Tell
Leia,
I love her.
send her my love.
I have a story for Star Wars. I know David, a big fan of Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And everyone.
Huge.
Who isn't?
So I went
Last
to the whatever last Star Wars movie, and then I sit here with the writer. I like, what the Force? Who has the Force? Who is she? What's going on? Is that Darth Vader? Why he walk funny? It doesn't look like Darth Vader. And the writer like, shh, shh, I tell you after the movie. I don't know. I'm like, how can you not know? You want Star Wars? And they say, it's a new movie. I don't know who is she. I'm like, what the Force? Who has it? So the rest of the movie, I'm
Maybe
like,
get her a bumper sticker that says "What the
Use
Force."
the
Yeah, no, that's great.
What the Force?
What's
Going on here?
I know. And then it's not Darth Vader. It's like Kylo something. The
Kylo
guy,
Ren.
Kylo Ren.
the guy who killed the father, who killed Harrison Ford. And then the
Now
next
that's
one,
a sexy grandpa.
Yes.
Yeah.
and then
But
the
also
next,
a grumpy grandpa. He's grumpy and sexy at the same
Grumpy.
time. It's kind of weird.
He makes grumpy. So.
Give your mom my love.
oh, in our script there is a old man grumpy butt. Old man grumpy butt gonna wake me up soon. That's actually the line in our script.
Yeah.
And then the next Star Wars, yeah,
No, sorry. I was going to say Harrison Ford in the last Star Wars that he did makes me think of the animated movie Up, the grumpy grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's exactly who it makes me think of every time I see any.
Get off of my porch!
Oh, you know who else is really, really sexy? Noah Dad. Lauren Sargent is really handsome.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in your genes?
He is what they call, what is it? A silver fox? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Distinguished. Yeah. You guys see a picture of him and you're like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. He's there. All right. Okay. Anyone who sees me and my dad next to each other, they go up to my dad and they're like, oh my gosh, you just look amazing. And they look at me and they're like, he'll be like, this is my son. They'll be like, oh, cool. Anyways, back to what you look like, The light is always on him, always. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
So you can't take your dad out when you're trying to pick up ladies, is what you're saying?
Oh, no, it doesn't work because they'll hit on him instead of me. And then I'll just sit there and just kind of be there.
Wow, such a good son. Know how to tell his dad a lot. But his dad actually very, very handsome. Oh, tell him I say that.
Wow. So we are at an hour.
We are.
Which is our usual ending time. So, Jen, do you have any final things you'd like to say about the film before we wrap this up?
I think that with sexy grandpa and handsome William, the film gonna sell really well across the globe.
No pressure.
No pressure. The pressure. This movie is not on me. I don't play the pretty one. He is. If we cannot sell the film in Asia,
pretty, so pretty.
All of us get together and beat him up.
I think what Jen's saying is she's exotic here in America, but in Asia, she's just another one of the girls. So
Hey, I'm not another one of the girls. What the hell?
So
it's on you to sell the film.
Getting back to that press tour in Asia.
This has been the intellectual, leveling the playing field, objectifying the men.
Make it even.
I gotta say, it's
Make
uncomfortable this side of the social dynamic.
Yeah, and the guy that I'm sharing this side of the table with, he's on a little iPad, so me and Noah can't even look at each other. Roll our eyes, and turn red together.
Well, Jen, thank you for talking to us about Kung Fu Ghost. Thank you for casting so many of us, and hopefully all of us, if Whitney doesn't choke. So Noah, we'll do a sit down, like full on podcast about your history when you're here.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a good time with that. So thank you guys. Jacob, thank you for sitting with us and giving us your input on stuff. I look forward to working with you too.
Yeah, you too.
I have to confess, I love working with up and coming filmmakers. Like I like to teach, I like to mentor. And it's awesome to have you on this.
He's gonna be in high demand.
It's gonna be great. Yeah, absolutely.
Very high demand.
Yeah, there's a director over here who needs help. Mark.
Yes.
Thank you for opening your door to the podcast again. It's been a long time.
I left it unlocked, so
nice to be back here. It's so comfortable doing the podcast here at your house.
It is. I'll move the bed next time.
Or we could podcast from the bed. It looks more comfy even.
We could have podcasted from outside too.
We should live stream us podcasting from the bed together, all laying in bed together, like that Rolling Stone cover with Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny. And we're all just you remember that?
Yes.
Back in the day?
Back
when Noah get here, you guys can lay in bed and do that. I can have.
You're on board if it gets him in a bed.
She's
here we go
new
again.
Yikes. No, that's no offense.
Follow-up's going to be called Kung Fu Orgy.
Oh my God.
So season 7's first episode ends as all intellectual podcasts end really awkward.
Thank you, sexy grandpa.
Have later with us today.
Thanks, guys. Until next time, make sure you're checking out the rest of our podcasts, like Sci-Fi Sunday, over at ixe.us. You can also find us on social media. Look for The Intellectual. That's intellectual with an X. And until next time, I'm Dave Dawson.
I'm Whitney Wegman Wood.
Mark Atkinson.
And we will see you all again very soon.
Hello there, citizens. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the floaty that will not flush no matter how many times you try in the toilet bowl of crime. I am Darkwing Duck, telling you please, talk hard and enjoy the mindgasm. Whatever the heck that means. After all, you are watching Intellectual Podcast with your ears.